All right, welcome back for the Star Trek Rewatch. We do this every Thursday. We've made it up to the episode titled A Private Little War. As always, I'll read the entry from the Star Trek Compendium, just the episode summary, not all the other information. Talk a little bit about the episode, my thoughts on it, and then, leave things open to you. So here we go. Writer for this one was Gene Roddenberry. The story was by Judd Crucis? I don't know. Mark Daniels was the director. Stardate 4211.4. The Enterprise journeys to the planet Neural, where Kirk has visited 13 years before. The Klingons are attempting to take over the planet by arming one segment of the population, the Hill people, while remaining in the background. Spock, wounded in an ambush, returns to the Enterprise, while Kirk and McCoy search for Tyree, the tribal leader Kirk had befriended in his youth. Kirk is bitten by the deadly Mugatu. So here's the Mugatu here. Pretty classic, kind of a cheesy ape thing with a unicorn um, thing on its head and spines on its back. It's poisonous, so Kirk gets poisoned. He's bitten by it. He is cured by Tyree's mystic wife witch, Nona. While Kirk tries to persuade Tyree to fight with the weapons the Federation will provide for his men. So Kirk has like kind of a debate, or I don't know. He and McCoy have a standoff where Kirk is going to supply muzzleloaders to the Tyree's people because Kirk says they have to maintain a balance of power, matching strength for strength. And so that if the Klingons arm the Hill people with some type of weapon, then the Federation is going to arm the other side with the same amount of force. So this is kind of like a commentary on the Vietnam War, which was going on at the time. So I tend to agree more with McCoy than I do with Kirk in this one. This is kind of yeah, I'm not sure. Kirk even brings up the parallels like between Vietnam, although he doesn't say Vietnam. He says old Earth, in the 20th century. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what to make of the commentary here. Is Kirk right? I don't know. It's it's a thought-provoking episode, but in my opinion, Kirk seems a little bit like a neocon in this one. And unfortunately, these proxy war situations have not ended. Okay, this was back during the Cold War, and you would think that we would have advanced as a civilization from the 1960s, but we haven't. Humanity never learns its lessons. We never learn from our mistakes. So, all right, let's just move on. Nona indulges in the intrigues of her own. She steals Kirk's phaser, but the Hill people murder her before she can demonstrate its power. Her death turns Tyree into a fighting man. Kirk and McCoy leave the planet, saddened that they could do nothing to end the hostilities, having instead compounded the conflict by providing a balance of power. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about the episode itself. It's fine. Um, Not one of my favorites. The Mugatu scene is probably the standout. Watching Kirk like fight with this thing. It's pretty funny. Um, but not in a ha ha way. Like I'm not laughing at it. It's just the creature effects of the time. It's the best that they had for television. They did with what they could, and this is the type of stuff that's a little bit of a cheese factor that turns people off from watching the original series. And I think that Paramount has a real problem. Not getting into talking about the Kurtzman era of Star Trek, which we're in right now, which started in 2017. I think I'll talk about that for a minute. It seems like they're embarrassed of the show. Like they don't want to acknowledge the existence of Star Trek, the original series. They poke fun at it in the episodes that they make now, and I don't think that it's in a loving, kind sort of way. It's more in a mocking tone, which I don't appreciate. It's like actually making fun of the fans for liking original Star Trek. So, yeah, I don't have a high opinion of Alex Kurtzman. Um, I know that a lot of people like Strange New Worlds and maybe like Discovery. I'm not one of them, and that's just, if you like it, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know I don't appreciate what they've done with Star Trek, and I'm getting off on a tangent here. It's just we're coming up on the anniversary of Star Trek again, so we're getting towards September when Star Trek debuted back in 1966. So I mean, it's on my mind right now. I'm trying not to rant about the current state of Star Trek, so I'm just going to move on. Anyways, that's it. I got nothing else to say. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this episode. For me, it's okay. Not one of my favorites. The debate that Kirk has with McCoy, probably the standout scene in the episode. Other than that, you know, not a great one, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.